Hello, crew. How is everybody? Exciting to be here with you today. I'm so excited today. I'm so excited. I just got some really good news. Awesome opportunity for me, but I can't talk about it. But I'm excited today. So I hope you're excited with me, even though you have no idea what I'm talking about. So I'll share more of that with you when I'm allowed to. But exciting. Anyway, I will move on because you guys have got no idea what I'm talking about. I'm just really excited. Anyway, today, yesterday I spoke about content, creating content. We've got to be able to create content on social media to attract people to us, to grow fans and followers and all the rest of it. So I had a good discussion yesterday regarding things that you should be aware of regarding creating content, different types of content you can create and things like that. So I got a message from someone saying, that's awesome, got heaps of ideas and stuff like that, but it's so overwhelming to create so much content. So I thought, oh, I need to address that. So let's talk about things like, multi-purposing types of content, repurposing content, and recycling content. So I want to extend the conversation from yesterday. If you've got no idea what I'm talking about, then go and watch yesterday's live where I spoke about content, because content is king. Content will be the difference of people following you or not following you. Content will be the difference of people being attracted to you or not being attracted to you. So content is king, yes. Started that conversation yesterday. So listen to yesterday's live if you haven't already, or go back to it. And let's just continue that discussion with multi-purposing, repurposing, and recycling content. Let's take a bit of the burden off you guys, because people are getting stressed. How do I create that much content? How do I be everywhere, at once? And I'm here and I'm there and I'm wherever. So let's have a chat about that, and let me see if I can give you some ideas to, do the things that I just said, like multi-purpose, repurpose, those kind of things. Sound good? You up for that, guys? Anything that makes your life a little bit easier? Are you up for that? I'm certainly up for that. So there's some things that I do that help me with this, that takes a little bit of the burden off of creating content. So yeah, I just hopefully it'll help you in some way. So, before I say hello to some of you, the doors to the video challenge are open. So those of you that are still scared of live video and you're not going there, it's only a 14-day challenge. You can do it. So if you're already in the group, then get yourself started, do your test video, get underway. If you would like to join us, then I put the link to the group up above. I do this completely for free, guys. I'm nuts. But I just love to see the results that people have from it. So it is the best way for you to start doing live video in this kind of environment, because you are supported. There is an amazing bunch of people. There's over 1,500 people in that group that are all doing the same sort of thing, striving to be better at live video. So come and join us, and let's have some fun with it. I do have a requirement. You need to have fun with it. If you're too serious about it, or you're too critical of yourself about it, then you're not allowed in. We've got to have fun with it, don't we, guys? It's all about enjoying the process, okay? Heather was on early. I've already commented to Heather. How are you? Good to see you on. Heather is a life member of our coaching community, which is amazing. So is Edith, jumping on early. Eager Beavers. So you heard me say, I'm excited, but I can't tell you what I'm excited about. So I'll share that when I'm allowed to share that. Love that. Oh, that's me. I was commenting to you earlier before we were even live. Isn't that? Oh, see, there we go. I'm pulling up my own comments. Hello, Cynthia. How are you? Gloria. Oh, I've got some information. I've been trying to message you for about 4 days, Gloria, but you will get some information from me this afternoon, my afternoon. You might be sleeping by then, but that information that you wanted is coming, okay? Live member of our coaching community. Hello, high five, Mike. How are you? Laurie, taking a much needed break. What's going on, girl? You working too hard again? Good to see you here. Hello, Lynn. Lovely to see you on. Olive, happy you're excited. So, no, that'll give it away. I won't say anything. It's kind of, you may know what it is, Olive, maybe. Anyway, You're excited that I'm excited. So that's cool. Olive is a life member of our coaching community. I'm so excited, just so excited. I'm singing it to myself. I'm so excited. Da-na-da-na-na. Okay, you can tell I'm excited. Hopefully my smile puts a smile on your face. I just can't tell you what it is yet. Hello, Joyce. How are you? Miss Beautiful Susan, life member of our coaching community, as is Cindy. Good to see you on. Great tips yesterday. So we're continuing the conversation today. So hopefully it'll be great tips today as well. Hello to Susan from Edith. Awesome. My content takes days to create for the month, which is not a bad thing, but let's utilize what you're doing for a further purpose. So hopefully that'll make sense in a minute. Yes, just what I need. Hello, Jade. Yes, let's have fun. Hello, Tina. Pretty color shirt. I think I'm matching the sky today, aren't I? Helen Elix, how are you? Beautiful to see you on. Hello, Rick, fellow Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. Oh, I love you, kangaroos. I haven't seen one in the front yard for a couple of weeks, so no risk of being bowled over. Laurie, spending the day working on a video banner and scheduling content. Oh, fun. So, yeah, you need a bit of break. End of a busy day in the clinic, 7 p.m. here. Glad to be on. Good to see you on, Ford. Hopefully you've had a productive day for your long day. Hello, Ram. How are you? Are you joining us for the next video challenge, Ram? I reckon you'd be up for the challenge. It's only 14 days. So the group is open. The link is up above. If you're not already in, if you're in any kind of previous challenge of mine, except for the really, really early ones, it's all in the same group. Okay. So content, let's talk about content. Okay. So we just want to alleviate the overwhelm a little bit. There are different types of content that you should create, like I discussed yesterday. So that does take a little bit of time and effort to think about the different types of content and what days you're going to place them on and those kind of things. So we can't sort of eliminate that completely. The one thing I would say to you regarding overwhelm in creating content is when you're organized and you plan it out, it's not as overwhelming. So it will be more overwhelming the less organized that you are. So if you get to the last minute and you know you need to put content up, then it might, stress you out a little bit. But like Olive is doing, she's sitting down and mapping out her content for the following month, then it's not going to be as overwhelming for Olive as she goes through the month because it'll already be done. Okay. But what I want to get you guys to think about is how you can multi-purpose, repurpose, recycle sort of content. So just let me talk about recycle. So the content that you create, some of you'll think that you always have to create original content. Sort of like every day, every week, every month, those kind of things. Now think of the algorithm, guys. Think of how many people that Facebook sends your content to out of the amount of people on your page. So we know that there's about somewhere between 5 and 10% on average, roughly. You may be worse than that or better than that, but on average, about 5 to 10% of the people that are on your page might see your content. So what about the other sort of, 95, 90% of people? So just because you put up a piece of content once doesn't mean you can't recycle it a month later, because the chances of the same person seeing the same piece of content a month later is very slim, because only 5 to 10% of people on average on your page. So what about all the other people on your page? Okay, it is true that the people that engage and interact with your page the most will probably see your content the most. But the chances of everybody that saw your content today, if you recycle it and also upload it in a month's time, is going to see the same content is very slim, guys. So please don't be afraid when you create content to recycle it a month or two later. Like just, re-put it up, the same quote, the same post, the same tip. So recycle some of the content that you've created, but be quite strategic about that. In that, look at your organic at the end of a 7-day period. Look at what worked the best. Look what gave you the most organic reach, the most engagement and interaction. That information is staring at you right on your screen of your business page. It's like, oh, that was popular and that wasn't. So I'm going to hone in on this one and make a note down, or when you schedule your posts in advance, schedule it out, in the future as well. Again, recycle your good content. Recycle the content that got lots of engagement, got lots of, interaction and reactions and things like that. So you don't always have to create original content every single week of the month, every single day. Don't be afraid to, recycle your content. So that's one thing to think about, okay? The other thing to think about is you can create one piece of content and turn it into multiple pieces of content. So let me give an example of that. So what I mean by, let's say I do a live, and in this live, I'm giving you, well, let's just break it down a little bit. Multi-purpose, recycle, and repurpose content. So I could take those three different things and create a little written tip about it and put it as a post. I could do it the other way around. I could put up a tip or a blog post. Let's say I find a blog post from somebody else. It doesn't even have to be my blog post, but I put it up on my page. But then I take the content from the blog and I turn it into a live, or vice versa. I do a live and then I break it down and put it into content on my page. There was one I did, and I showed my coaching community this in our last Boost Your Business Page Bootcamp last month. Was I did a video, a Facebook Live, that was 9 tips to XYZ. I can't even remember what the topic was now. But those 9 tips that I gave you in the video, I took and I just went to Canva and I just did little graphics that was like tip 1, tip 2, tip 3, tip 4, up until tip 9. And then on posts on my page, I just over, the coming days, I put up tip 1 and I wrote on there tip 1 of 9. So people knew there were 9 tips to go and find. So, tip 7 was tip 7 of 9. So they can get all 9 tips. And all I did was took the content that I'd already created for my Facebook Live, but just broke it down into 9 different posts. So it helps me create content that covers those people that maybe can't watch my video because of time frame or something like that. And I got comments on the bottom of those tips. Oh, this is a really good tip. Thank you. I'll use this. Whereas they may have never watched my video. Do you get the gist, guys? Break down your content and use it in more than one way. Break down your content from a Facebook Live and put it in tips and just put an image to it. You don't have to do graphics on Canva if you don't have the time. Just do a selfie. Just take a selfie and put some words on it or something like that and just put tip 2 or something like that. Like, you can create things like this really quickly and easily. So what I'm trying to get at here is make one piece of content into a few different pieces of content in different ways, okay? So it just enables you to create more than one piece of content, and Facebook Lives is a good way to think of that. So whatever the content was, because you're already researching what you're going to talk about, so why not break down what you talked about and put that into written posts as well, okay? Why not turn your Facebook Live into a blog post if you've got the capability of, or the software and the infrastructure to do blog posts, those kind of things, or taking someone else's blog post like I just mentioned before and turning it into your own Facebook Live. But then you've got the blog on your page, but you're also doing a Facebook Live maybe a couple of days later of the information that was in your blog. So it's all about multi-purposing the one piece of content and breaking it down into multiple pieces of content. Okay, got that? So that can help you just create more than just one piece of content. The other thing I would recommend you do is, so not only, multi-purpose a piece of content, multi-purpose where it goes for one piece of content. So there's a couple of different meanings here. So it's multi-purposing the content that you've created into different types of content, but also multi-purposing the one piece of content into that one piece of content into different areas. I hope this is making sense to you guys. So what I mean by that, let me give you an example. I do this Facebook Live. That's one piece of content. How can I multi-purpose this piece of content other than multi-purpose it in breaking it down into tips and stuff like that I explained? That's one way. But another way is I will download this video and put it on YouTube. So I'm multi-purposing it in that way. I've got, I don't know, 278 or something like subscribers on YouTube, although I don't promote a YouTube channel. All I'm doing is storing my videos up on YouTube. But if there's, getting close to 300 people watching my content over there that are not watching me here, is that not a good thing, guys? So I haven't done anything else other than shared my one piece of content on another platform. You don't need to be on multiple platforms, but you can have a presence there. So I don't grow YouTube as far as a traditional YouTube channel, like a proper YouTube video, but I upload everything there. So it's here and it's on YouTube. I also download the link for this and I put it in an email. So I'm repurposing it to my email list. Those of you in my coaching community, I haven't announced this yet, but just to let you go, the next boot camp in a couple of weeks is all on email. Okay, so how do you grow an email list if you don't even know how to do that yet? Or if you are growing email, how to do it in a smarter way? What kind of content should we put on an email? What kind of upsells should we do in an email? It's all going to be about email marketing. So that'll be a really cool one for those of you in my coaching community, because any of you online should be building an email list, because you don't own Facebook. You don't own your business page. You don't own any groups that you create. You could get shut down from all of that and you have no control. You could lose your business. Whereas if you've got an email list and people that are following you are on some kind of database and something goes wrong, you can simply email them going, I've been shut down by Facebook. This is what I'm doing. So you should all be trying to grow an email list of one way or another. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do that in the next bootcamp. Or if you're already doing it, how to get smarter at it. Okay, so I do this one Facebook Live. I will load it up to YouTube. I will also send it out in an email. So people that are on my email list might not be watching me here on my page at all. I can't guarantee that somebody that's got on my email list knows anything about this business page. They've opted into my email list. So by sending them the link to this Facebook Live, they're going to see my video, but they don't even have to be following me here on my page. So I'm repurposing it that way. What I used to do, I don't do it anymore, but what I used to do when I was doing 2 videos a week and that was it, I turned every video into a blog post and put it on my website. So that was more manageable than now. I couldn't turn 5 lives a week all into a blog post. I guess I could if I paid somebody to do it, but that's a possibility. I could turn every single live into a blog post and put it on my website. Now, a lot of you in your beginning of your journey, you're not going to be that far advanced. But I could also turn this video, use a little app to get it in the right format for Instagram TV and upload this video up there. So you can be everywhere without creating any more content than the one piece of content. Do you get what I'm saying, guys? Multi-purpose and have yourself going everywhere from one piece of content. So this is what I'm saying, multi-purposing is not only breaking down the one piece of content into little slices. I could also take this video, and Facebook now enables us to chop down our videos. I could take one little snippet from this video that's only 5 minutes of my entire video and turn that into another video and upload it into different places. So I can repurpose my own content by chopping it down. Heaps of people do that on social media. That's another way to do it. Okay, so you can be everywhere without being everywhere. Now, I'm not saying you need to be on Facebook and YouTube and, IGTV and, everywhere else, or grow an email database. But if you want to and you're growing your business and you're getting more professional with what you're doing, then just make sure whatever you create, you put it out everywhere. So it looks like you're everywhere, but you're not really everywhere because it's only coming from one piece of content. Okay, so that's the other thing. So what we want you to do, just the 3 things mainly, is take one piece of content and create it in different formats. So the one live, but chop it up into, if it was 5 tips 2 or 7 tips 2 or something like that, chop it up into little posts. So create multiple pieces of content from your one piece of content. That's one thing. From your one piece of content, spread it out to other areas. So upload it to YouTube. Even if you're not growing a YouTube channel, just have it there. Send it out in an email database and let people that are not even following you on your page find it. If they found you, if you've got email, that's just a whole nother different discussion about email marketing. Turn it into a different format, because different platforms like Instagram TV and Facebook You need to be vertical on Instagram, like those kind of things, but you can simply convert it in a little app. So same piece of content though, and you can send it out. So, you know, multiply where you are and where you're showing up just by the one piece of content. And the other thing is recycle, and don't be afraid to recycle. You can even premiere your own videos as long as they're not time sensitive. So a topic like this, I haven't mentioned any dates. I'm not talking about Christmas or New Year or Easter or anything like that. Like, there's nothing sort of time sensitive on this. I could repurpose this video, schedule it as a premiere in 3 months' time. This content is still going to be valid in 3 months' time. That's what I do. Sometimes you may have noticed, guys, like on a Saturday morning for me, Friday night for some of you, where my boys play tennis, there's one spot that we don't get internet access, so I can't go live at the time that I normally go live because I literally don't have any internet. But I'll schedule a premiere video so you guys think I'm live and I'm not actually live. Some of you would know, but others are like, I thought you were live. Like, they don't even know. But it's from a piece of content. Like, recycle your content. The chances of people watching that video that ever saw it when I originally did it, you know, quite slim. So when you get a little bit smarter about your content, you can actually create content and have content going out in multiple places, you know, and recycling content that takes the burden off a little bit of creating all original new content all the time. I do this on my confession. I do this on my healthy living page. For those of you that don't know, I've got another business page with over 10,000 people on it. And because I'm in a health and wellness network marketing company, it's got recipes, and it's mainly recipes and stuff like that people that are interested in their health. But I'll be totally honest with you, I don't have time for that page at the moment. So I recycle my content often. So I put a lot of time and effort into it when I first rebranded that page. It was one of those pages that you shouldn't do. It was branded to my network marketing company initially when I created it, like we all did and people do. And then I very quickly learned, when I started learning about social media, that wasn't a good thing to do. So I rebranded it. And when I started, I put a lot of time and effort into creating the content and recipes and things like that. But for the last few months, I've just been recycling content on it. So, and most people wouldn't know. There may be some of you that have seen a recipe that you've seen before that are over there, but for the most part, I'm recycling content while I'm absolutely flat strap over here and doing everything else that I do. You know, and my network marketing business is booming at the moment, so it's taking up even more of my time than it was before. Not complaining, good problem to have. But it means that I've got less time to create content for that page. So I'm often recycling, okay? So it can be really, really beneficial for you. Is this helpful at all, guys, to give you some ideas, you know, or just some thoughts about how you can either repurpose or recycle or multi-purpose a piece of content that you've already got? Lynn, I loved how you broke those down. I saved them all to refer back to. Well, there you go. They're even being saved. And sometimes, and I need to do more with this, little snapshot pieces of information like that, where it's just a little paragraph and, you know, visually it's very clear what it is, like tip 6, and there's a small tip. That's really quick and easy content for people to absorb, but it's also useful. So when you can create content that's simple, quick, but useful, then people will come back for more. And yet, think about that again. It wasn't any more original content, but it was 9 posts I created from research that I did from a live. Okay, so think of those kind of things. Yes, Susan, it is an awesome way to share tips. Hello, Miss Wendy. Hello, you. How are you? Oh, we've got Melanie on. How you going? Great advice. Good. Glad it's helpful. Great idea. Okay, love that idea. Beautiful. Hey, Nan, how are you? Good to see you on. Hello, Tammy. Lovely to see you here. Yep, we got the thumbs up from Susan. Cool. Great timing again for the boot camp. I need to set up more emails. Beautiful. Is good timing. Wow, email will be awesome training. It will. Because as I said before, those of you that you may not be at the stage of even thinking of email, but you need to be in this online world. Because again, I'll say if something happens to your Facebook, if you get shut down completely, like imagine that for me. I got over 15,000 people here. And, you know, we have this awesome community. Oh, I didn't introduce myself. Sorry, I'm Helen Martin. And we've got this amazing online community here of entrepreneurs and home-based business owners. And I turn up here 5 times a week for you guys and go live. There's a lot of content here. Imagine if this page got shut down. Devastating. But my content was not lost because every single video I upload to YouTube. At the end of every week, I send a URL link to every single Facebook Live of mine to out to email. Now, what would happen with those links in email is they wouldn't work because they're directing back to the Facebook, but they're all stored on YouTube anyway. So it's just really something to think about, guys. Just to, you know, what do they call it? Risk assessment, eliminating your risk. I agree with Susan. Looking forward to using email. Awesome. Fabulous tips. Good to hear there. For any content, personal education motive. Oh, so you're saying repurposing? Is that what you're asking, Laurie? So can we do this with any content? So recycling can be any kind of content, depending what it is. But breaking it down would probably be more educational, valuable type of content. If that's what you're asking, Laurie. If that's not what you're asking, then just ask again. I like multitasking. Hello, Megan. How are you? You just saved me years of work, okay? Because the one thing I really want to get through, it took me a while to work this out, guys, is I thought that I had to create original content all the time, every week, and it's exhausting. It really is exhausting. I do recycle quotes on this page that I've done. Like there have been times where I've created lots and lots and lots of content, but now I've got more savvy at recycling because it's just exhausting to come up with original content every single time. You don't have to. As I mentioned before, the chances of somebody seeing something twice from you could be minimal. And even if they do, who cares? Not everybody absorbs everything from you in its entirety the first time they see it. Sometimes, you know, you guys know it. You need to see something multiple times to let it sink in. Email is my next step. So this will be awesome. Beautiful. I'm definitely interested in the email bootcamp. Awesome. Yes. Okay. So I think we've got Laurie covered. Hello, user. So anybody that appears like that, I know you're watching from the group, not my page. And you just need to give StreamYard permission for me to see you. So that's the very bottom link in the description of this video. You won't see that description on the business page because it's public and I can see you all. But when we're in the group, you just need to click on that StreamYard link because every time you turn up live with me, that's how you're going to look. So you only need to click on it once, unless you're Gloria, who had to click on it about 10 times to get it to work for some reason. Love this. Lynn, I also started recycling my memories instead of sharing them. Yeah, good idea. Anything you can recycle is a good idea, okay? So I hope that gives you some kind of, ideas or creativity or just take a little bit of the burden off creating original content every step of the time. Okay, so hopefully that's useful for you guys and that you can put that into action and, save you a little bit of grief, okay? So, Heather, yes, valuable, but I'm running on the treadmill right now. I love a woman that's doing 2 things. That's something I would do, Heather. So don't repurpose right now. Just listen, Heather, because we don't want you to fall over and hurt yourself, okay? All right, guys, so I will see you. Yeah, tomorrow's tough. I will be here, but my boys are playing in the finals and I'm going to be here instead because I've got a Zoom call with my network marketing team straight after. So I don't have time to go to tennis, but if they lose tomorrow, they're out of the season. So hopefully they'll win tomorrow and I'll get to see them play the following week. Fingers crossed for my boys to win their tennis tomorrow because I'm not going to be there. But I'll be here with you guys. So I'll see you same time, same place tomorrow, guys. Thank you for being here. Love you. Bye.